Hi, I'm John Pavlak and welcome back to Ion Harness Racing. More than $6.19 million and the chance to win plenty of Dan Patch Award votes will be on the line this Saturday evening at Woodbine, site of the 2012 Breeders' Crown. This past Saturday evening, the 3-year-old eliminations were contested at Woodbine, and the results somewhat surprising in the 3-year-old Colt Trot. Here in the first of two divisions, Little Brown Fox led every step of the way for driver Yannick Gingras in a 153 victory as the 75-cent favorite.
Late speed coming on the extreme outside from Prestidigitator. Tracking him to the extreme outside comes Mr. Chicago. Well, this one is a romp for Little Brown Fox, and there's no catching this fox. Little Brown Fox is gone.
It's really good. It looked like he finished really strong. I mean, Yannick said he was completely different horse versus, Futurity. He had a little off day there, and I was happy that rebound. I was, a little worried about him, going up here because I thought he should have won the second heat in the Futurity and finished just a poor fourth.
The public choice missed in the second elimination when Market Share, this year's Hambletonian winner, grabbed the lead on the turn for home, but could not withstand the 11-1 long shot and $62,500 supplemental entry, Intimidate, and driver Sylvain Filion, who won in 153-1. My MVP, the recent Kentucky Futurity winner, was never a factor and did not advance to the final.
Look at Intimidate on the far outside. He is flat out flying. And here comes Intimidate on the far outside coming after Market Share. Market Share digs in, but he got picked off. Intimidate flying from the backfield for Filion to win.
He showed that last 2-3 races. When you race him, when you keep him for the end, he's got a good kick. He always had that. I've been in that business for 30 years, and it's the bigger thrill of my life.
I guess in a perfect world, I'd rather have the 3, 4, or 5, but it may be not the worst thing in the world. He likes to draft along, and Timmy will have to figure out what he wants to do, but he does have the capability of leaving if he wants to.
He was very dull in the paddock, which anybody that knows the horse knows that's not him. I'm not going to chalk it up to 2 heats in the Futurity because the horse came out of the race in great shape, so I just think he had an off night. And we're going to shoot for the matron. He come out of it good. He scoped clean after the race. Blood work was in normal range. So like I say, we're going to focus on the matron as our next start.
The 3-year-old filly Pace was swept by pupils of trainer Jimmy Takter. Here, Romantic Moment puts the finishing touches on her victory with Yannick Gingras in tow, timed in 152-1.
And it's a wrapped-up Romantic Moment coming to the line. Romantic Moment is still there. She's up front by a pair, and Romantic Moment to find the line in time to win it.
The race really good. Yannick said he stopped her, pulled her up a little bit in the top of the stretch, and she had plenty of go. I mean, she looked very strong. I mean, she raced a really great race.
Earlier in the opening elimination, American Jewel came first over for Tim Tetrick at the 3/4 and hooked up with the second favorites, Economy Terror and Dave Pallone, in a thrilling duel timed in 152-3.
Here outside, American Jewel inching up to the saddle pad, but she's a long way from the bridle. Economy Terror's bought her best stuff here tonight. Economy Terror on the inside, Economy Terror, and right there with her was American Jewel. It's a photo finish.
I was very happy with American Jewel too. She's, sitting behind Economy Terror and chew her up in the last stride there in just a quarter-mile stretch. That's, it's not that easy to do. It was like a sprint race that.
Looking for a fun and easy way to learn more about standardbred racing? Harness Night School, Thursday nights. Enjoy access and learn the game from top racing insiders via chat and video. Miss a class? Read the archive. Harness Night School, Thursday nights. Let's get rolling.
2-year-olds had their turn in the spotlight this past Friday evening at Woodbine, where a single elimination was raced to win of the field in the 2-year-old filly Pace. The favorite LD's Lioness set a quick early tempo for Scott Zeron and traded jabs and the lead with driver David Miller. All the while, somewhere over a rainbow, and driver Andy Miller hugged the pylons, waiting for the speed to tire. Tire it did in a 151-2 mile.
He's got her, but here comes Somewhere Over a Rainbow kicking off cover, and boy, has she got pace. Somewhere Over a Rainbow and Andy Miller pacing away. The further they go, the more this filly is going to bury them by. Somewhere Over a Rainbow with a breathtaking score.
She was awesome. George told me that he thought she had a shot, and just give her a chance, put her in the race, and see what happens. And when she left very good. Got a nice trip, and top of the lane, she was just ready for me to pull her and drug me to the wire.
Although my MVP proved to be a disappointment for trainer Tony Alagna, he still has the freshman sensation Captain Treacherous and 5 others still alive in the chases for the crown. Here in the second 2-year-old colt pace elimination, the Alagna-trained Wake Up Peter came from far off the pace to score an upset in 151-1 with Scott Zirana in the sulky.
Unleashing a wicked late kick is Wake Up Peter. Wake Up Peter's got all their numbers. A 13-1 stunner here as Wake Up Peter wins.
Here in the first elimination, Captain Treacherous carried the Alagna stable colors to yet another victory, this one timed in 150 under the direction of Tim Tetrick.
And it's Captain Treacherous coming into the stretch, leading by 3 lengths with 1/8 of a mile to go. Fully extended back in second, Vegas Vacation, trying to slip through between his Rockin' Amadeus third. Final 16th, and it's all Captain Treacherous.
Wake Up Peter, we've been high on this colt all year, and it's nice for him finally get a chance to show everybody he's the kind of horse we thought he was, to get over the track last quarter 25-4 to win his elimination. And it's so important to win those eliminations. They both have the 3 and 4 hole respectively, Captain Treacherous and Wake Up Peter. So we're looking forward to a good final.
This Saturday's Breeders' Crown just might be the biggest night in trainer Linda Toscano's career. She'll have her star trotters Market Share and Chapter 7 in action. She also swept this past weekend's eliminations for 3-year-old pacing colts. Toscano sent Bettor's Edge out to post one of this past weekend's biggest upsets in the 3-year-old colt pace. Seen here coming off a first over move for David Miller to win in 149-4 to upset the likes of Where Are We, Needy, Pet Rock, and Hurricane King Cole.
Here comes Thinking Out Loud, ripping off cover. Where Are We, Needy, Jameson crying out for racing room. Also Gingras and Escape the News with a great big bow in his neck as he tries to find a seam. Still there, Panther Hanover. Bettor's Edge, what a trip he's gone.
Here, Heston Blue Chip got a 2-hole trip to beat a star-studded field that included Melmera, Sweet Lou, Michael's Power, and a rock and roll dance in 150-3. Ken Weingartner spoke with Toscano about the performers in her red-hot stable.
Outside, Dapper Dude is third. Sweet Lou kicks off cover. Mel Merrick explodes from the backfield. Heston Blue Chip raging with pace off the pocket trip for Tetrick. And it's Heston Blue Chip on the outside to reach up and win it.
Feel about them going into their final?
They feel really good about them. I think they have fresh legs and they have great posts, and they're both really coming into the race as good as I could ask them too. So I feel happy. It's a deep group of horses. It's a good group of horses. I'm hoping they're a little tired, and we might be a little fresher.
I assumed he was sick right after the race, got him scoped. It ends up he wasn't sick. He flipped his palate. He got real hot on Scotty, and Scotty said he definitely was way hotter than usual and post-sprayed him behind the gate, and he choked him, flipped his palate and choked him. So we've been working on that all week to get that cleared up, and hopefully that don't happen again next week. I'm sure it won't. He also was very, very sore the next day. Sunday morning he really scared me. He was quite lame Sunday morning. Ends up it's a right front pus pocket, abscess on his foot, so I got extremely lucky. I thought it was something worse than that because he couldn't walk Sunday morning. But now everything's on the right track, and we're working to get this abscess popped out. It isn't popped out yet, but I'm very confident we'll have him ready to go for Saturday.
The Breeders' Crown will be raced at Woodbine, but the best coverage will be on the U.S. Trotting Association's Breeders' Crown website. Look for the banner atop the USTA homepage at ustrotting.com and click there for stories, exclusive video, photos, and content you'll find no other place on the internet. Visit often before, during, and after harness racing's biggest night of the year. Of course, if you're interested in investing a couple of dollars on the outcome of the 12 Breeders' Crown races, you should first stop at Trackmaster.com, where exclusive handicapping products will be a big help this Saturday night. And here's how Trackmaster projects the top contenders in one of the closest match fields this Saturday, as indicated in the exclusive Platinum Pass performances offered by Trackmaster. Power Ratings. It's another way to put yourself in the pari-mutuel winner's circle exclusively at TrackMaster.com.
Harness handicappers, this one's for you. TrackMaster Harness Pro is the most unique and powerful handicapping tool dedicated to harness racing on the market today. It's a combination of all the features found in sophisticated handicapping software, all conveniently presented as a web-based, all-in-one handicapping tool. TrackMaster Harness Pro has these exclusive features: top performers, graphs, user-created power ratings, sortable statistics, and PDF race programs included. TrackMaster Harness Pro for the serious player.
Finally, death has claimed Jimmy Arthur, a member of harness racing's Hall of Fame. Arthur, 93, began his career working in Hanover Shoe Farms Racing Stable before going to work as an assistant trainer for Delvin Miller, a job that lasted 20 years. While with Miller, Arthur drove Harlan Dean to victory in the 1961 Hambletonian, and then after striking out on his own, developed the 1975 Horse of the Year Savoie. Our condolences go out to Arthur's family. It's all down to the Breeders' Crown, and that, of course, will be our focus on next week's show. I'd like to thank Ken Weingartner for his great interviews again this week. Pompano Park's Gigi Diaz will have the coverage, along with my videographer, Rich Johnston. They'll be in Toronto for the big night this Saturday, and we'll be posting videos on the USTA's Breeders' Crown website, and we'll have more for us when we return next week with our next edition of Eye on Harness Racing.